Well, beasts, it's gotten worse. That's probably going to be the title of this video. I've been so invested in this situation. This is like the most I've used Twitter ever, really. I never used Twitter except for these past few days because this entire situation, it's just something that everybody wants to know more about. So there's been a big thing going on with Kris Tyson, Ava Tyson on the Mr.Beast crew, which I made a video about it last week. If you want to watch it, go check it out. If not, that's fine. I'll do a quick little rundown. Ava Kris Tyson from the Mr.Beast crew, who I'm sure a lot of you know, was recently exposed on Twitter for partaking in some pretty concerning activity when they were younger. There was recently a big expose video made by a YouTuber named Adrox, whatever, and it ended up getting a lot of traction, and it was exposing their past disgusting behavior, such as engaging in showing some interest of Twitter art made by a very notorious Twitter artist named Shadman. Now, when you would look at this guy's Twitter account, it was illegal images. He would draw images of people who were not yet ripe. I don't really know how to put it without getting my channel nuked off of the face of the earth, but I'm assuming with what I've already said, you at least have somewhat of an idea. Anyways, we have a huge update on this entire situation, and it's gotten like 20 times worse since I brought it up like 2 days ago. Yesterday, while at my girlfriend's house, I had the pleasure of watching all of this unfold live in front of my eyes, and I think a lot of other people had this exact same reaction. Finally seeing that these disgusting actions are finally coming to light and being exposed. I don't think you need to have a Harvard level of education to figure out that these types of actions were horrible and disgusting and honestly just unforgivable. There is no reason that you, as a popular influencer or somebody who's at the very least affiliated with a popular influencer, you should never be talking to somebody in this manner. Again, especially when she was like 22 at the time and said person was 14 years old. You should never be talking about topics like that with somebody of that age. Now, the entire internet was pretty much hungry for a statement because Mr.Beast is one of the biggest YouTubers, is the biggest YouTuber ever on the platform. And, you know, everybody wants a statement because this isn't just something that you can simply sweep under the rug and just completely ignore. And yesterday, we ended up getting a statement from Ava Kris Tyson herself. I know it's probably going to sound like I'm talking about a movie that I just saw in theaters and it was disappointing, but this response was highly anticipated and it did not deliver. It was horrible. There wasn't any denial or anything. They didn't even try and defend themselves. The statement we got was, "I would like to apologize for any of my past behavior or comments. If it hurt or offended anyone, it was not my intent. Seeing recent events, we've mutually decided it's best I permanently step away from all things Mr.Beast and social media to focus on my family and mental health." Now, upon reading that wet fart of a response, you may be wondering, they're not even going to try and like deny anything? And no, in this big initial statement, nothing is said, nothing is denied. It is literally just practically this was an admission of guilt. We didn't get anything, any further explanation or nothing for a little bit. And eventually a couple hours later, we did get a longer response from Ava Kris Tyson. She said, "I would like to add, I have never anyone. The person who brought up these accusations at LavaGS, which we will talk about later, has vocally supported that they are false. Having said that, I humbly apologize to anyone I have hurt with my unacceptable social media posts, past actions, and to those who may feel betrayed by how I used to act online. To lump these two factors together to create a narrative that my behavior extended beyond bad, edgy jokes is disgusting and did not happen. In past years, I have learned that my old humor is not acceptable. I cannot change who I was, but I can continue to work on myself. I don't want these accusations to impact the hundreds of people who work at Mr.Beast, which is why I have stepped away." And Sneeko commented right under, "I told you so." By the way, I don't like Sneeko. I just thought it was a funny response. Now, the person who Ava Tyson was talking to was this Twitter user named Lava something. Lava makes a brain dead tweet talking about how these videos are massive lies and twisting the truth. Ava never did anything wrong and just made a few edgy jokes. I was never exploited or taken advantage of. Can you do me a favor and comment on these videos and tell them to stop spreading lies? This situation takes takes away from people who are actively being exploited every day online. I am not a victim of anything being claimed in these videos at all. And then he proceeds to show videos from Cheeto and Sensitive Society, two very large commentary creators. Now, this Lava guy seems to be brain dead because Sensitive Society and Cheeto, neither of them even brought up Lava whatsoever. They didn't even bring up his name. And Sensitive Society and Cheeto have been trying to get him to take down this response because this is absolutely ridiculous. Because now a bunch of people are thinking that Sensitive Society and Cheeto have been, you know, spreading lies, which they haven't at all. Now, when this all first came out, and a lot of these things were before there was even a response, Jake the Viking, who used to be a member of the Mr.Beast crew, ended up talking about this situation, and he seemed to be very vocal about what he thought. And he posted after all of this came out and said, Jimmy knew. Now, this obviously caught a lot of people by shock. And over the past few days, like I said, he's been very vocal. So he's also made posts like, hurt or offended anyone? Oh, brother. And after that initial response, Jake the Viking also said, no accountability. None. Which is true. In that first initial statement, there was like nothing. And even though they did add like an extra couple things, that was still, there was like really nothing. It should have been longer. We have yet to hear from Mr.Beast as of the time of recording this. So we're really just going to see how all of this unfolds. But this entire situation is disgusting. Now, although this Lava dude thinks that nothing happened and that luckily they didn't feel like they were a victim of anything, still, that doesn't mean that the things that were said are okay. These types of things should never be said to somebody, especially when you're that old. Right now, Twitter's still going insane about the entire situation, which, again, it's Twitter. They always go insane over, like, anything. There's a lot of other creators have made statements about it. Kai Cenat said that he thought the entire situation was weird, calling Kris Tyson a weirdo. Valkyrie made a statement. Pokemon made a statement. Critical posted a video on it. And yeah, I guess really we have no response from Mr.Beast yet, so we're all just going to be waiting for until he does say something. Because again, when you are the biggest creator on YouTube with 1/3 of a billion subscribers, I could have just said 300 million, but when you have that many subscribers, dude, you gotta say something. This isn't just something that you can completely ignore, because this was your right hand man. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm sorry. This was your right hand person. Like, nah, this has to be brought up. But until then, we're all just gonna be sitting down. I'll be refreshing Twitter often. I don't ever use Twitter. This is the most I've used Twitter in so long, just because I actually want to keep updated on this, because again, this is something that it's just intrigued me. Like, I've been sucked in. It's like when I watched Stranger Things or The Boys for the first time. Like, I'm invested in this. Anyways, I'll definitely make an update video if anything massive has come out. It may be seen as milking it, which I guess it is. Yeah, anyways, thank you guys for watching. If you made it this far, if you made it this far, comment keyword Dr. Kris Respect. Anyways, pretty much all I have to say. Thank you guys for watching, and take care of yourself. Bye.